Have you ever wanted to install a model Knex fan up on your ceiling? Well, you can now, and here's a video on a simple way to do it. To start off, we're going to need to look at the materials. So, we're going to start off with a pre-built fan. You're going to need a pre-built down rod, and then what I'm going to use is a command hook with the sticking solution. For this case, I'm actually going to be using my most previously made fan that I put on YouTube, the Spider. I'll put a link to both this and the down rod at the end of the video. Well, I guess not really a link, it's more or less just a video in the end card. But if you'd like to see any of those, stay tuned for that. So again, we're going to look at the materials out in written form in case it might be helpful. So screenshot, do what you gotta do. But you're going to need a pre-built model fan, a pre-built down rod, and then a command hook with the sticker right here. This is not really a step, but it's good to keep this in mind. Right now, I'm looking at where I want to put it, and I'm thinking in the center of the room, which, although you guys cannot see it, is actually where you are looking. And now, I don't have anything in the center of the room here. I have lighting fixtures, 4 can lights on all corners of the room. This one you can't really see because I'm basically right under it. So you want to keep that in mind, and you also want to keep in mind of air vents, okay? Some people have theirs on the ceiling, some have them on the wall, others on the floor. If they're on the ceiling, keep them in mind. Luckily for me, all of this stuff is out of the way, so the middle is very open, and I can easily install this right in the middle. Alright, so now let's start hanging this up. So this next thing I'm going to talk about is a pretty important step. You're gonna make sure that you're gonna plaster it up on the ceiling. And the way you're gonna start by doing that is just peel off both sides of the sticker and place one of the sticky sides onto the flat side of the hook itself, which does not have the hook dangling down like it does right now. And then you place the other flat side on the ceiling. Make sure it's as even as possible, just so then you don't risk having extra sticky stuff hanging on the open, no longer becoming sticky. You want as much of it on there as possible. And then once you do that, apply pressure. You see the little 2 areas on either side of the hook? I put my thumbs there and applied pressure to make sure it would stick. Now I'm going to be using my heaviest fan on here as a test. Now, usually these things can stand up to 3 to 5 pounds, if memory is serving me correctly. But my heaviest fan, I think, is not even a pound, or maybe just a little over a pound, so it's not that much. But, again, something to keep in mind. Now on to the hanging part. Okay, so all I did was I put the fan onto the down rod by taking off the 5-way bracket and just putting the fan through and reattaching it to the down rod. And then I took advantage of that center hole and just stuck the hook right through the center hole right there. And as you can see, at least with the shape of this hook, that it's not really going to be going anywhere anytime soon, which is good. Again, this is my heaviest fan so far. And I must say, I am liking this, and I am liking it a lot. So, if you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching. Share it with your friends if you think it may be useful. This is a very simple project, actually, and pretty cheap as well. All you had to buy was the command hooks, assuming you already have the Knex pieces. Otherwise, it's an extra expense. But, anyway, again, I will include links or videos to the down rod and the fan that I used here at the end. So click on those if they interest you. Again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.